What's good? What's good? What's good? Continuing to sip on my Mackey's cup from the suffocation review I did. The other day, I had a listen through, yeah? For the very first time, I listened to RANCID's record. The second LP they did, entitled Let's Go. Alright? It was pretty good. Let's have a talk about it, yeah? So I'm going through the discography. I've got a reaction channel, King of the Pit TV, yeah? Where I listen to all of these bands all of these records in order. So I can clue myself up and just have a good time and engage and communicate with people who are fond of the music. I did the first RANCID record, which is the self-titled. That was pretty good, and I'll do a separate video on that. I know I'm sort of out of order at the moment, but this is the freshest one in my mind. So I did Let's Go, the second LP, the one where Lars is now in the band. So I can't tell you the entire lineup. I know there's Matt Freeman, Lars, and Tim Timebomb, as I know him. Tim Armstrong. I don't know who else is in the band, so sorry to be disrespectful. That's just the way it is. You know what I mean? I just learned from the comment sections of these YouTube videos. They could write a good song. There is a wealth of material on the record. I thought there was a lot of songs on the self-titled with 16 tracks. There was 23 songs on this record. Wow. No wonder they reached the heights they reached as RANCID, because that work ethic and that writing is really, really brilliant. And it had me wonder, is that just everything they had written up until that point? Or was there more material that they had to break off in order for them to have 23 songs, you know what I mean? They could have had more than that for all I know. I have no idea. You got to tell me, people. But the music was good. It was very consistent. It was always energetic. There was no slowing down. I mean, there was different tempos and stuff. They switched up the tempo, but you weren't coming in with a slow song. You weren't coming in with a slow song. It was all, which is amazing, considering they have consciously put 23 songs together, and they've obviously stated as a collective, we aren't going to have any of these songs slower, or, you know what I mean? We're not going to go off outside of the box too much. We're going to do what we do and do what we do well, and that's what they did. The lead guitars were really good, because as far as songwriting is concerned, you know, the rhythm guitars and so forth, they're only going to be playing so many power chords a song. So they could, you know, write these songs and then just churn them out a little bit. But with how tasty and considered the lead guitar lines were, it goes to show there was genuine thought put into this instrumental, and they weren't just churning it out for the sake of it, because there was some tasty lead lines. Man, the bassist, Matt Freeman, wow. Instrumentally, the strongest part of the band. The drummer, I can't comment on too much. The drummer played his part, but nothing sticks in my mind in regards to what I should comment on. Just kept the band together, played the right job, did the right thing. The bass lines, though, were magnificent. The bass lines were great on the first record. Second one, I'm thinking, how the heck does this dude remember all of these bass lines for performing? Wow, the bass lines were second to none. Really, really good. If you were a bass player, you know, picking up that record or picking up some of them songs on the bass guitar, that's how you're going to learn, with the efficiency. Superb. Vocals were good. Matt Freeman did a tune or two, or had some backings and then did a tune of his own. I don't like his vocals too much, but some people do. I didn't like his vocals too much. They're like pirate metal vocals to me, mate. Tim Armstrong had some great lyrical content, but I feel he blurs the lines a little bit because of his vocal performance. It sort of diminishes the message within the lyrical content, because you can't make out most of it, but that's his trademark. And as a RANCID fan, I'm sure you would have it no other way. That's what he does, and that's completely fine. And yeah, that's it. Really good. I think once you got to like track 3 or 4, you get the gist of the record, and from there on, it's whether you are going to come across a melody you like or not. That's it. Are you going to come across a chorus you enjoy? Because from there, it's just consistent. It's just consistent music. And it's easy listening because it never really switches up too much, you know? Oddly enough, as a punk band, they never really go too dangerous with what they're trying to do in the band, with the soundscape. The production was good. The sound engineer did a great job on the record. I knew a couple of songs on the record. I thought I would know more. I knew maybe the first song on the record, which I've forgotten which one it was. They did a music video for it. And Salvation, which on the comment section, there was no notification as to where I knew this song. I think it was on Guitar Hero. I think it was on a video game, and I think it was Guitar Hero, but I'm ever so uncertain because normally it tracks everyone from these games, but man, maybe Guitar Hero, at least the one I played, is ancient at this point because nobody's coming to comment. So that was it. This review, such as the record, is brief and, well, the record isn't brief, but there's only so much to comment on. It was consistent, quality, melodic punk rock music. It didn't really surprise me anywhere. And that's as much as I can say, really. That's as much as I can say. As far as my personal reaction and my review, I'm going to give it a... I could be harsh on this, but I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. It was a nice listen. Am I going to listen to it again? No. I've got Out Come the Wolves coming up next, where we have the bangers. At this point in the discography, 2 albums in, there's been no ska. And I'm shocked by that. I thought from the get-go we'd have a few ska numbers, a few reggae numbers. But no ska. Could it be done in 15 tracks as opposed to 23? Yeah, most definitely. Okay? And that's my reaction. That's my review. 5 out of 10. Click subscribe.